we were talking about that Ohio State defense earlier in the show. We were talking about the play that Caleb Downs and Lathan Ransom made on the toss against Texas. Lathan Ransom is gone, of course. Caleb Downs is back. But not many other guys from that defense are back. In fact, 8 starters are gone. Sonny Styles, one of the few who is back. He's a linebacker. He started out as a safety. How this man ever played safety at this size? I mean, his speed is incredible for this size, but he is kind of now the prototype of what you want in a linebacker in this era of football.
Yeah, great in the video game too, which we brought up. They have guys again, Andy. They've got dudes again.
But I mean, like Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, like they have to play a different role than they played last year, because last year you had Jack Sawyer, you had JT Tuimalau, you had a bunch of guys that had played tons of games for Ohio State, that understood everything, that knew the defense backward and forward, that everybody was on the same page. Now you've got a new defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia, and you've got a bunch of guys who haven't really had to start yet, and people like Sonny Styles who have to make sure they uphold the standard. So that's his challenge. Here is Ohio State linebacker Sonny Styles. All right, we got Sonny Styles with us. Sonny, I'm standing next to you, and how were you ever a safety?
I don't know. That's all I knew all my life, but made it work somehow. You know, Coach Knowles did a great job in my first 2 years, but I'm glad I'm a linebacker now. Definitely.
It feels like you were made for this era of playing linebacker.
No doubt. Yeah, I think the areas now is like you see those big, the tall, long linebackers and athletic. You know, they're asked to do a lot now, especially like the great ones in the NFL. So,
you know, Ohio State's been doing that for years, man. They had Darren Lee was a quarterback in high school, and they moved. It's the fast, big. The thing I don't know is standing next to you right now, how you could possibly be as fast as you are. Because Andy, I was telling him before we started, he's an absolute dog in the video game.
Absolutely.
If you spy the quarterback and rove around with him, you could hop in front of some passes.
That's when you're that hybrid guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did pretty well with me in the game. I'm pretty happy with it. But
do you use yourself?
Yeah, I do a little bit. I can't lie.
But were you a guy who would play with a second level player before? Because I'm a big D tackle kind of guy when I'm playing. So
I love using a linebacker in the game because like you kind of can make all the tackles and make all the interceptions in the game if you know how to do it right, especially if you do a fast linebacker. So sometimes you got to sub the linebackers out for the safety.
You ever sub yourself out?
No.
When you get the game, is that the first thing you do is figure out, okay, what do I look like in this thing?
Yeah, that was the first thing I did. I went to play with myself, play with Ohio State, see how good we were. So it was pretty exciting.
You ever play online?
A little bit, not too much.
Hit the headset and just be like, that's what I would do if I were in the game. I would do a user pick or make a huge play with me, and I'm like, that's actually me that did that.
Well, you had that happen to you with a guy who plays not in the FBS. So you asked him if he was a failed college football player. He's like, no, I'm a current college football player. And he felt like a giant asshole.
Nasty on Sonny. I'm not proud. I'm not who I am on that thing.
No, I've had some rough experiences with the online people. They get pretty rough.
Isn't it bad when you know it's like an 8-year-old though?
Yeah. I usually have some in like other games like Fortnite or like Call of Duty. It's like some little kid on the mic telling me I suck, delete my game.
So here's my philosophy on that though. If you get a kid and he's talking shit, like I talk to him like he's an adult. Like his parents are gonna have to sit him down. Like I don't like.
Yeah, the FBI is coming to your house, dude.
I'm not taking it, but I'm not taking it easy on him especially if he's talking trash to me.
And as soon as that knock comes,
every word,
Mr. Wasserman.
Yeah.
That's when you gotta just put him on mute.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I tell my son. I was like, I don't care what they're saying. I'm worried about what you're saying.
No. I'm a father figure in that point, and I'm going to let them know that you don't talk.
You ain't anybody's daddy. We know that right now. All right, Sonny, you are one of the veterans on this defense. It is completely changed. We talked to Caleb a little bit about it too. How do you guys get these guys that are in new roles comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a lot of guys that's been in the program for quite some time, so they know what it takes to be elite and things like that. And I think they've been itching to wait their turn, especially like a lot of guys on the defensive line. You know, we had 4 really good guys just leave, and they had some really good young guys behind them. So excited to see them go. But you know, I think Coach Mick does a great job just reinstilling our culture every year. So I have full confidence everyone will be ready to go.
Caleb told us what Mickey Marotti made him do
to kind of forget that you won a national championship last year. He said he put him against Jeremiah, and it was like, figure it out.
Yeah.
What's Coach Mick do to you to make you move ahead?
Man, it's just constantly challenged me all the time. Sometimes calling you out, saying you did this, like, hey, you missed a line, even though maybe I didn't miss a line, but just seeing how I'm going to react and see how I'm going to respond. And also just putting you in roles where you have to lead. Maybe you got a guy that's a long snapper and you got to help him be the linebacker, which he's probably going to have a hard time doing, but you got to be able to encourage him and tell him he can do it and stuff like that. So putting you in those situations where you can really challenge yourself and learn how to lead.
What do you think, now that you're a national champion, would be the next fulfilling thing for you next year? What do you need to have on your college resume in order to, go out with feeling like you did everything you needed to do?
Well, first and foremost, you got to go out and do it again. So kind of wash that down the drain. Normally think about that this year, but the biggest thing for me for my last year, I want to leave a lasting impact on the younger guys in the team. I remember being a freshman, sophomore, and I had guys like Cameron Babb, Xavier Johnson, Josh Proctor, those kind of guys. They left lasting impacts on me and helped me become a better man. I'm hoping to do that for the younger guys on my team this year. But just do as much as I can this year. Just leave it all on the field and go get another ring.
So you have a huge game to start with Texas. Does it make it easier that you just played them?
In a way, obviously they're a little bit of a different team. We're a little bit of a different team. So it's exciting though. You get to come out week one, see what all the work you were doing this summer, all this work you did in the spring, and see what happens.
Do offseason workouts hit different when coming out of the gate you're playing another team that is in the national conversation? Title contention?
No, I mean, regardless of who we're playing week one, the work's going to be the work, and it's going to be real hard. So it almost doesn't affect it at all with the off-season training. I'd say more so maybe it would affect it a little bit more in camp. Maybe you start preparation a little bit early. I don't know. We'll see how it goes this year.
So Caleb said something really interesting. I want to ask you where this hits you, because he said the sense of fulfillment of winning a national championship, it sort of it fades away, and then you realize we have all this work to do. When did that happen for you?
Yeah, so for me, we won and we left the stadium, went to the hotel, and I'm sitting in my hotel room like, man, we did it. Like, it feels good. And then we get back, have a new meeting. All the old guys are gone. It's about a week, 2 weeks later. I'm like, all right, let's start over. We're back at ground zero, so let's go to work.
Wait, what time did you get back to your hotel room the night you won the national title?
I don't know. We were at the stadium for a while. But I went back. I was just hanging out with my family most of the time.
Yeah, because I was like, what would you do to celebrate your number one accomplishment in life?
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I was on a national championship team.
Yeah, what'd you do the night?
I went out on Bourbon Street.
Yeah, I was going
I was
to
in New Orleans.
Atlanta,
I signed a boob. I was like, you don't want my signature? She's like, I don't care. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm a walk. I do nothing to play. I signed a boob. So
Happy Gilmore was big back then, so
hadn't come out yet. That's how old I am.
Yeah, I wasn't doing too much crazy.
So I guess what you
hanging
need
out with
to
my family.
worry about or do this year is try to sign a boob.
Yeah, I probably won't be doing that this
Put
year.
that on the bucket list.
It's also a very different time.
National title game's in Miami, so let's not never say never.
Oh man, yeah, I got a lady, so that's
okay. Yeah,
that's not gonna be happening for me.
This is
you're a good guy.
You are a better man than I. Beautiful, Sonny. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Appreciate your guys' time.
Thanks.